interpretation, you can think of, what did I do? I did y's. This is my y's over my x's, right? Over my x's. So 6 minus 0. So that's 24 over 6, negative 24 over 6, negative 4. And this is y over x, right? So y is, what's y? Oats?
Pounds.
Yeah, pounds of oats. It's oats over days, right?
Yes.
So it means negative 4 oats per day. Remember that nifty thing that Fox is telling us? How this is per, right? Think of the per. Slope is your per. Oh, hey, add that into your thing. Slope is your per. That's a great, so up top, maybe add in there, it's your per. That's your slope. All right, so these are all things that your slope is. Maybe make it the whole thing say slope. It's your per. It's rise or run. It's, you might think of it as y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Some people like to think of it that way. It's, as your points go, I don't know, 0, what was ours, 0, 80, and to give an example, right?
656.
It's, yep,
Oh, 56. Though.
you could say it's,
54.
yeah, 54 minus 80
56.
over
56.
56, sorry. My bad. Over 6 minus 0. You can give all sorts of different options, but like this is your rate of change. So you should have kind of all this stuff down there under slope, right? Whatever you need to do to help you best remember what slope is. So you should take a picture of this or write it down, so that if you need, if you're struggling with figuring out what slope represents, you should definitely have a picture of this. All right, so interpret the slope of the context of the problem. It's negative 4. That means I lose 4 oats per day, right? So this is lose 4 pounds of oats each day. Or per day. I'll say per day, because that way it's it follows, right? That's that part here. The per is kind of the division sign, right? This part, and the oats would be this top part, right? Because it's y over x. All right. So then write the function mx plus b. I need to figure out what my y is, or I'm sorry, my b is. So we have m. We have m. We need b. How do we find b? Yeah, it's our y-intercept. It's our initial amount. How much should we have to start with?
80.
What's our y-intercept? 80. It's our starting amount. So b equals 80. Great, so then write your function. Everybody write the function. F of x equals, or y equals. Y equals something with x in it. Write it. Okay. You got it?
Yeah.
You got it? Got it? Got it? Got it? Did you get it? M is what? What's M? M is. Jenna got it? David? Do you know your M? Do you know your M? Do you know your D? Fill them into the blanks. Where's your, fill them into the blanks? So this answer, if you say this, you will not get points. I need y equals box finish for me?
Negative 4x plus 80.
Plus 80. This is the answer. But that's the function that models this situation. When I say write the equation that models this situation, that's what I want. Y equals something with x in it. The rest of the things should be numbers. Okay. How many pounds will there be after 16 days? Okay, so is days my x or my y?
X.
X, so put in 16 for x and find what your y is. Y equals negative 4 times 16 plus 80, and you get negative 4, negative 64 plus 80, 16. 16 pounds. And then is there, I feel like there should be an E. Didn't I ask us something like finding the, oh yeah, how many will it take? So how long will it take for the oats to be all gone? So all gone means something's 0. What's 0?
Y.
Y is 0. Everybody following that? Okay, so let's refresh. Y equals negative 4x plus 80. Okay, how take for all, how many days? So what will be my, days is my x, right? So this says how many days means what is x when all the oats are gone. When all the oats are gone, that means how many oats are there?
0 oats.
0 oats. So oats is my x or my y, which one?
Y.
Y. So y is 0. So in other words, when y is 0, what's x? And so this part means, this is x. What is x when all oats are gone? Y equals 0. Oats equals 0. So put 0 in for y. And solve for x. So 0 equals negative 4x plus 80. So how do I solve for x? Well,
Oh, you were minus 80 from both sides.
subtract 80 from both sides, right?
Yeah.
So everyone do that, subtract 80 from both sides. Don't forget to draw your line for success right in the middle. Keep these two parts separate. Subtract 80. Subtract 80. What do you do when you subtract 80 from both sides? You get negative 80 equals
Negative 4x.
negative 4x. And then what do I do?
Divide by
Divide by negative 4. Right, because the 4 is negative 4x. So then you'll get negative divided by negative, you get a positive. So that would be 20x is what? Days, 20 days. In 20 days, they'll be all gone.
I did the problem like in my head on this one, but I didn't really know all the steps, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
and that's fine too. You can do it that way.
like I just kind of calculated, like 4 days times, there's only 4 days left. so-
Right. 8 had the next most popular votes. Or do you guys want to kind of, while we're on word problems, you want to hop into the word problem now? Your call. What do you guys think? Word problem? Okay, since we're here. Okay, so here, this one is going to be, the years, okay, so here, make a scatter plot. I might not even have you guys do that. For ease of time, I might skip that. I don't know. Or do you guys feel, all right, so whenever you have these real ones with the tables, with the real years, the first thing you should do, table with years, make x equals 0 the first year. So what I mean is, here's my x, 2009 is going to be 0. Which means 2010 is what? So figure out what all the rest of your x's are. Do that first. Just make life easy. Why not make life easy? Because especially if I make, here's a catch, guys. If, everyone look at me for a second. If I make the first year 0, x is 0, then I have my b already. Everybody understanding me? Then I know what my b is.
Yeah.
Right? It makes life simpler. All right, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then graph it. So let's see, we got 0. I need to go up to 18.8. So maybe, what's a nice round number above 18.8? 20. So everybody kind of agree with that? So maybe I go 0 to 20. So I go, what's the easiest way to go from 0 to 20? Someone not Fox, someone else. It's the easiest way to go from 0 to 20.
5, 10, 15, 20.
5, 10, 15, 20, right? So I'll go 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. So done, right? No, that 2, 4, 6, 8 takes way too long. Okay, and I need to go, my x needs to go from what to what? 0 to 5. Everybody with me there? So I just need to go 0 to 5. That's easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are my, what is it? These are years after what, 2009? And this part here is, what is this?
No, that's confusing me. 6 to 11 years. What does that mean?
Oh, this is supposed to be, that's wrong. That's a typo.
Oh.
Because so what happened was, I made up this test last night, so I just grabbed data that was already there, and I didn't change that. I just on the wing last night, I said, let's make some new problems so you guys have something else to do, right?
Okay.
So this is, actually this might be the same. Actually, this might be the same as yours. Actually, I don't pay attention. This would be percent electric. So this would be, over here, this would be percent electric cars. Oh, you know what? Everyone do me a favor and tell me what 2 things vary in this problem. What are the 2 things that vary?
Years and percent?
Yeah, years and percent of electric cars.
Yeah.
So everybody understanding me? So those are my x's and my y's. So that's why this is my x, and then the percent of electric cars will be my y. That's where that comes from. Great, so then we'll make a scatter plot of this. 0, 4, 1, 6.5, 2002 goes up to 11.3, 3 is, yeah, I was just thinking I should have just given you guys this, and I didn't. It's 16 point, oh sorry, that should be here. This should be probably here. and then 18.8. And then what I'd like you guys to do is just draw a line from the first one to the last one. And that should fit reasonably well.
Kind of looks like the line sort of gets flattened out at the top.
Yeah, maybe, but it's hard to really tell just off of 1 year. I mean, you know what I mean? It's kind of, things move around a little bit. Yeah, the last 2 years, I think they're flattening out a little bit, but it's hard to tell. We need more data to be sure. Okay, so what I'm telling you to do for the exam, which is on Monday, is take the first one, first point, and last point. Do not take the first and second. Don't take the first and second. Everybody hear me? Take the first point and last point. So it's going to be 0, 4, and 5, 18. Right, those are the 2 points I want you to use. 0, 4.0, 5, 18.8. The first and the last. From that, find your slope, interpret it in the context of the problem, find the equation for the line of best fit you chose. And then predict the percent of electric cars in the US in 2025. Okay, so take, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then we'll take a break until 17 after. Or actually, we'll make it a little bit shorter. We'll do it 12 after because or 15 after because I really want you folks to have a chance to get through more. I mean, you can come back later if you want. We're just going to be reviewing stuff. So this is just, for your benefit.